Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another edition of Soccer as we like it. AFCON 2024. We've had surprises, fireworks. It's all going up as we've come down to the final four. Though it was eight in midweek, it's down to the final four. As you know, we started with 32 teams, 16, 8, and now the final four. Today's game, as you know, Nigeria and Democratic Republic of Congo qualified yesterday, and today the second side of the group between Mali and Ivory Coast, South Africa against Cape Varde, and these games did not let you down. Let's dive right into it. But before we go into that, smash a like on the video, drop your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. Right, first game that was up was the host Mali against Cote d'Ivoire, and that was another game that came with explosions, fireworks, and it had everything, sending up yellow cards, red cards, you name it. Right, as the host, just give a bit of history. As the host, Cote d'Ivoire, they literally barely made it out of the group. Barely just made it out of the group. They fired the manager who was there, who took them to the tournament. He got fired because they barely just made it. And they're now having an interim manager who was part of the team that played in 2006 with Corolla Torre, Drogba, and Boué. He's now the interim manager for the team who's taken them into the round of 16, now to the round of 8, now to the final four. Can he carry on leading this Ivory Coast team? I listened to a podcast from Aboué today. He was saying Ivory Coast players are so talented, they're so good, they play in every country in the world. They don't need a coach. They just need someone to talk to them and just tell them how good they are. And I thought, are you having a laugh, mate? Are you having a laugh? Everybody needs a coach. So don't give me that malarkey. Anyway, I digress. Back to the game. The game started high octane, but the funny thing was, Ivory Coast through this tournament have always started very slow and lackadaisical. Again, the last game against Senegal, they won on penalties, but they were outplayed, outclassed, outmaneuvered by a very talented, fast-driven Senegal team. But they beat Senegal on penalties. But coming to this game against Mali, the neighbors, Mali took the game to Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast was struggling. They were sluggish, nonchalant, and lackadaisical in all the moves. The first shots that came on target were all from Mali. And the funny and when you know your name, when you know your name is written on the trophy, or you have all the luck, Mali had a penalty. They missed it. I mean, you have a penalty and you miss it against the host. So you have the host and the fans. 90% of the fans were all Ivory Coast because they are the host. But Mali missed the penalty. They didn't get the first, and at this point, Ivory Coast got a player sent off. So from the second half, Ivory Coast were playing with 10 men. Ivory Coast, Mali now scored 1-0. At that point, Ivory Coast were heading to the exit door. But the very last minute of the game, very last minute, Andre Greer, Andre and Andre, Andingria scored the equalizer at the very last minute to take the game into extra time. At this point, Mali, it was bad game management. Just bad game management. When you are coming to the end of the game, they should have closed the game out. You missed a penalty earlier. You were able to get a goal. You managed the game. But these things happen. Last minute equalizer by Andrew Greer, and they took the game into extra time. The game went back and forth, from back and forth. Mali had chances, but I realized this both teams were shooting from long distances, and nothing came to the fruition till the last minute goal from Umar Dikati. Oh my God, the stadium erupted. It's a shot that was taken, and he just backheeled it in. Umar Dikati. That goal took Ivory Coast to the semi-finals. The place went crazy. The fans were wild. Everybody was singing and dancing. Everybody was jubilating. Mali couldn't take the pain. The coach was crying. Some of the players wanted to beat up the ref. It just all went wrong for Mali. But they can't blame anyone but themselves. When you have a penalty, you miss it. You had chances, you miss. You don't deserve to be there, mate. So Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast move into the next game, which is the semi-final match against the one and only Democratic Republic of Congo, who knocked out Morocco. Well, that's going to be a mouth-watering game. Then the second game of the day this was a very strange one. Cape Verde against South Africa. The winner was going to meet. The winner is waiting. Nigeria's waiting for the winner of that game between South Africa and Cape Verde. Cape Verde, everyone's favorite team because they literally beat everyone in their group. Went to the knockout stages, knocked out Mauritania, and they've been progressing. But South Africa, on the second hand, haven't been excellent. They're all right, just grinding out results, not bad, just getting by. They knocked out Egypt, but I'll say this. I'm not impressed by South Africa. But these days, it's not who you're impressed by because no one has really, the only time that really impressed me, honestly, was that Senegal. Other than that, everyone's just playing kind of robotic football. But I digress. But when we go back into it, the second game, which was Cape Verde and South Africa, it was everyone just shooting from long distances. It's like, so the game ended 0-0. Extra time, no one could still score. Now enter Mr. Williams. The South African goalkeeper was the man of the match. Cape Verde, I don't know if they don't practice penalties. I don't know if they were not hoping they're going to get the penalties. Maybe they believe they've always scored and they'll find a goal. But they missed so many chances in the first half. So many chances, bro. That game should have been ended it should have ended at least. Cape Verde should have won that game. But their finishing was so poor. And in football, as you know the rule, you don't score, you don't win. You lose, you go home, goodbye and good night. And that's what happened to Cape Verde tonight. But what was so embarrassing and frustrating for the Cape Verdean fans that they couldn't understand, how do you miss 4 penalties? 4 penalties. Out of 5, they missed 4. I mean, South Africa scored 2. They missed 3. They missed 2, kind of. And South Africa missing 4, which was an embarrassment. But the goalkeeper, he saved all 4 of them. Imagine, he saved all 4 of them. That was funny. So I'm going to give the stats of the game so you have an idea of what really went on in terms of possession and all that kind of stuff. I know you guys love the stats. I'll have the stats right here for you, coming up right now. Oh, that was, I mean, I watched it, but the Cameroon, the Cote d'Ivoire game and the Mali game, because it had goals, and those goals came at very crucial times of the match, was significant and symbolic to the Ivorians. They just lost it. The Elephants of Ivory Coast, they completely lost. The guy who scored it, Umar Dikati, he got sent off for a second yellow card because he took off his shirt. He got lost in the moment. Now he's not going to play in the semifinals against Democratic Republic of Congo because he took his shirt off. He was already on a yellow card. People are saying, I've got a lot of people saying, oh, he should know, he's stupid. No, he's not. When you're caught up in the moment like that, you've just taken your team to the semifinals, the very last minute of extra time. It's emotion. It just happens. It's instinctive. You don't like, oh, let me keep my shirt on. No, you're just like, I scored. Yes. And like, oops, ouch, I'm off. He got yellow. He got red card. So Ivory Coast ended up with 9 men. I mean, last minute, yeah, 9 men. But yeah. So let's pull up the stats for you guys quickly, and let's go over them. Here we go. 4 teams left in the AFCON. Nigeria, the favorites. I keep saying Cameroon. What's with that? All right, let's pull it over here. I think it's over here. So, I mean, how do you miss 4 penalties? I don't get it, mate. I do not get that. It was embarrassing for Cote d'Ivoire, Cape Verde fans to lose. It's like they didn't even practice. So possession-wise, Cape Verde had 51%. Like I did say, Cape Verde were the better team. They had better chances, one-on-one chances, one-on-one, and they fluffed all the chances, mate. So they had 51% possession. South Africa had 48% possession. So Cape Verde, like I said, had 25 shots to South Africa 16. Only 2 on target. Only 2. And 6 on target for Ivory Coast, for South Africa. Cape Verde had 15 shots off target, which I told you earlier. They're just taking shots from all over the damn place. Just stupid. 6 for off target for South Africa, 8 8 block shots, 4 block shots for Ivory Coast. Clear-cut chances. They both had one chance each to score 1-on-1, and they both missed it. Cape Verde had 10 corner kicks, 10, and they couldn't convert a single goal. Not serious. Against South Africa's 4 corner kicks. 13 fouls from Cape Verde, 19 fouls by South Africa, 1 yellow card to Cape Verde, no yellow cards, and that was it. It was poor actually. It really was poor. I mean, the goalkeeper for South Africa when it came to penalties, I don't remember the last time I seen a goalkeeper save 4 penalties in a one single tournament. You know what I mean? It was something else. That was absolutely. It did well. You can't knock it. You can't knock it. 4 penalty saves. He sent the keep. He was the man of the match for South Africa. Even if they don't win it, even if they don't win this tournament, but those 4 penalty saves will always live in the memory of the AFCON Nation tournament and the goalkeeper who did it. You know? So yes, South Africa will now progress and meet Nigeria Super Eagles. That won't be an easy game. I think South Africa have a low block. I think Nigeria will huff and puff. But I think Nigeria will find a way around it with people like Lukman, Oshimen, Iwobi, or Yeka. I think Nigeria just have just enough to take care of South Africa. The way I see it. That is the way I see it. Right. Let's get into some more details. Go back to the main game. Wow. This African tournament is the semi-finals will be on Wednesday in the evening. Nigeria will play South Africa, and the host Ivory Coast will play Democratic Republic of Congo. Now that is going to be a firework. But anything that plays against Ivory Coast, literally playing against 12 men because of the crowd constantly supporting, which I get. So yes. So the penalties, I look at them, were very poorly taken. I mean, they were not poorly taken. It's just, I don't know. It was just poor. They just didn't take the penalties well. They're all at that. You know when the penalties are taken at the right height for the goalkeeper? Yeah, that's how they were. Just the right height for the goalkeeper, and he just had a great time. He had a fantastic time for his country. Yep, he had a great time. He did well for his country. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Okay. Right, let's go back to. So goalkeeper Williams was the man of the match for South Africa. He will always remain in their history for his heroics he did today, preventing Cape Verde from even scoring. Cape Verde had 5 penalties. They scored 1, and he saved 4. So they can't complain. You know what I mean? They just can't complain about him because he did his part. He did his job. He did what he was supposed to do, and that was where that is over now. We are looking forward for the drop your comments. Who you think is going to win the top? So we're now down to the final 4. Who are you thinking is going to win this trophy now? Nigeria, Ivory Coast. Based on current stats and current betting odds, Nigeria are the odds to win this trophy now because they looked at, even though Ivory Coast are the holders are out, are the hosts. They are not. They're grinding it. They're just grinding the way through the tournament. But I think Nigeria might just have enough to take them to the final. So I'm predicting Nigeria Ivory Coast final. That's what I'm predicting. And if that's the case, I think Nigeria will have enough to. The Super Eagles might just have enough to take themselves over the line. You know what I mean? That's what I believe. That's what I can see. So let's give you the stats for the first game between Mali and Ivory Coast. Here we are with the stats. Ivory Coast celebrating like it was going out of fashion. I mean, when you score in the last minute of regular time and you score in the last minute of extra time, can't complain, mate. You just can't complain. You just don't make that stuff up. It's like a fairy tale. You know what I mean? It's just like a fairy tale. It's a beautiful. And I say, when you have a 17-minute penalty and you missed it, the odds are already against you for that day. I mean, but you got to give them credit. They kept the head up. They didn't lose their focus. They kept going, and they scored in the 70th minute. So if you score in the 70th minute, it's all about game management. Game management. But they conceded in the last minute. Then conceded in the last of extra time. Ooh, that hurt. Then they decided to want to start to fight the referee. Nah, man, you don't fight the referee. You should fight yourself for putting the ball in there. Bunch of clowns. I know it hurts, but you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? You had the opportunities. It was there. You had the penalty. You tossed that away. You know what I mean? But now you want to fight the ref. So they got a player sent off after all said and done. But that doesn't ease the pain. You're out. You're out. So yes, we are looking for the final four on Wednesday. I'm looking forward to that. You know, let us know. I have the stats for you right here. Right, as it was. Did you know Mali had more possession than Ivory Coast? Mali has 62% possession to Ivory Coast, who are the hosts, 38 possession, 38%. They both had 11 shots each 11 shots each. Mali had 4 on target. Ivory Coast had 3 on target. Mali had 10 shots, 10 corner kicks. Ivory Coast had 2. So you can see from these stats so far, Mali were the most dominant team against the host. That's why this host, they're just hanging in there, just grinding out results. You know, that's all I can say about it. That's all I can say. So after all that, we had a great afternoon, great matches to watch. It's been a nice tournament so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So we're down to the final four. Nigeria Super Eagles, Elephants of Ivory Coast, the Leopards of Democratic Republic of Congo, and the South Africans. Who is going to win? Who's going to win that trophy behind me? Who is winning this trophy? Who is winning this? Who is winning this trophy? Is it going to Nigeria? Is it going to South Africa? Is it staying in Ivory Coast? Or is it going to Democratic Republic of Congo? Stay tuned to this channel and we'll keep you posted. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Good luck to the guys in the semifinals. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. You know where to click, you know where to check, you know where to subscribe. We'll be right here. There's a big congratulations to Nigeria Super Eagles. Congratulations to South Africa, Ivory Coast, and Democratic Republic of Congo. We'll see you guys soon.